John Morosi. Not just any D, Keefe.
Wearing the Old English D.
An Old
What
English
channel
one.
is that on?
I actually don't know. Was that the MLB
Man.
Network?
Cinemax baseball coverage? No, they did that.
Durant might smack you around if he hears that. He's snapped at people for less.
Oh, way less.
I'll be wearing the Old English D. We'll see about that.
He'll holler at you. He gets hot.
Yeah, Careful there, Morosi. So that was, I believe, on the MLB Network.
How about that, though?
Yeah. Well, your read on this, Keefe, I think was spot on.
Thank you.
It's hour 2, Jones and Keefe, here on Would You Rather Wednesday. We'll get to some Would You Rathers coming up less than a half hour from now. At 11:30, we have the hashtag Dork Minute. 11:45, Pure Hoops with Terp at high noon. Like, what a busy middle of the program we have. Never mind, you'll hear Mike Vrabel live at 1 o'clock here on Jones and Keefe. But your read on this, I think, was spot on. We got the email yesterday from the Red Sox.
Yeah. You got the email. I didn't get the email.
Oh, you weren't on the. Oh,
I don't know what the hell happened there.
I got the email, brag.
I'm not on the email list.
And I'm in my inbox. I'm like, a 1-year deal with Durant? That's weird. Like, what the hell is that? And your read on it was, well, they're avoiding arbitration now to come to an agreement with him now, so that the number's locked in. There's no questions when they trade him, because a team like Detroit or Minnesota or whoever would be acquiring Jaren Durant, they don't want to get him, not have a full read on the parameters.
And then negotiate with him and tell him why he's not worth it or whatever.
Yeah. And I think there was a buyout in there as well, potentially. So, like, I think just some of the unknowns with Jaren Durant and his negotiation now are known for this year. He's locked in at a number, which I think makes him easier to trade. It's not a sign that they're locking him in to keep him.
No.
And Morosi, I think, is reading it the same way. In fact, he even has a prediction.
Ooh.
He'll be wearing the Old English D.
Well, I can think of somebody who currently wears the Old English D that you could get.
So
Wearing the Old English D.
As part of a little trade package,
So
perhaps.
he did not. I had Nick trim this out, but he trimmed up the Old English D at the winter meetings or GM meetings or whatever's coming up. He mentioned that Tarik Skubal is going to be a massive talking point. So you think Durant could get rolled into a larger deal for Skubal?
Yeah, I mean, a much larger deal. Like, nobody's crazy enough to think that it's anywhere close to a 1-for-1. But I mean,
flesh out your point. But I have another name to suggest based on something that happened yesterday.
I just think you get a player like that. So somebody for Skubal, and big time trades happen all the time. People are like, they would never trade Skubal. Why not? They would. If they got enough of a trade. You heard of the GM talking about Skubal. That didn't seem like they were locked in at all.
I didn't think Skubal had a chance to get traded.
Until.
He's going into his contract year, and I listened to this tech bro baseball ops guy, and I couldn't believe it. He basically told you Skubal was going to get dealt. So Skubal's moving, I think.
So it's going to happen.
Maybe not for Durant and maybe not to the Red Sox, but they're listening on him because he's going into a contract year, and they're probably not going to pay him.
Right. I mean, Garrett Crochet got traded. Chris Sale got traded. Both here. Two guys that, the White Sox never should have traded or whatever. So they moved on from those guys. I think there is a chance Skubal gets dealt. But I think if you're Detroit and you weren't like a bad team like the White Sox were when they traded those guys, you're a pretty good team. The only way to really make a deal, you can't just trade Skubal for a bunch of prospects, which other teams would do.
They need help on their big league club.
Major league. So at least you can be like, they'll get ripped for it. Like, if Skubal's Cy Young winner, he's going to probably win it back-to-back years. So they'll get ripped for it. But if you're like, hey, Jaren Durant was the All-Star Game MVP 2 years ago, and maybe the player you're going to think of next, another guy that is at the major league level. And then on top of that, you get into the farm system, and that's where, the really value guys are, and the Sox have a good farm system, so you have to give up a couple of your top blue-chip guys there as well. But at least you can sell the fan base on a couple of players that are going to be on the opening day roster. And that's why I think, you know what? You might as well dream big, and that would be as big of a swing as you could make.
Speaking of Skubal for a moment, and we'll get to this other player, we're definitely on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Buster Olney wrote about this today. What do teams in the industry think the Tigers will do with Tarik Skubal this winter? Buster Olney said other teams believe the Tigers will seriously consider moving him if they can glean what they want in a trade.
Okay.
And there's every reason to expect a significant bidding war for Skubal, who will be eligible for free agency after next year. He says the Mariners are expected to be among the teams to go after him.
Okay.
The Mets, of course. And then he says the Red Sox are well positioned to make a run at Skubal, if they want.
They should want. And they should.
What does that mean?
Can you imagine Crochet Skubal back to back?
Yes, I can.
I can imagine that as well.
What does that mean? If they want.
I don't know why they wouldn't want.
Who doesn't want?
They should want. I mean, are they afraid of the what the asking price will be, and I'm sure the asking price will be pretty crazy.
Right. No. The answer is, do they want to give him the contract he wants?
Oh,
John Henry may not want to do that for a pitcher. How old is Skubal?
Scoobs, 26.
Yeah, right. So, no, is he that young?
28. Sorry.
Okay, so like a pitcher approaching 30.
28. Yeah.
Does Henry want to pay him that? I imagine. I mean, look, Breslow has shown a propensity to part with his prospects, unlike Chaim Bloom, and maybe he wouldn't want to pay the freight. I'm not saying he definitely does. I'd imagine the hiccup there would be ownership and the extension that Skubal wants.
That's the kind of contract that would be pretty insane. But I mean, if you're not paying Rafael Devers, you don't have to pay a dime to Rafael Devers. You completely got out of that deal. Your other third baseman may be gone as well. Like you're starting to move around some of the pieces of this puzzle, and you're going to have money to spend. And if you're investing it in Crochet and Skubal, I think that's pretty sound.
I mean, that'd be incrable. So, I mean,
that'd be amazing.
Hopefully that would get people to stop crying about Rafi Devers. Like this morning, Curtis is like, "Whoa, what if they lose Bregman? Will they look stupid for Devers?" And I'm like, no, they won't.
We've moved past it.
But but I would just ask those same people, if they re-sign Bregman, will that shut you up on Devers? Or if they trade for Skubal, will that shut you up on Devers? Like, I'm so tired of that. But anyway, okay.
The text line, Pedro, the Crochet Skubal would be like Pedro and Schilling.
I mean,
I would argue it would be
better.
It'd be better because you're getting them both in their prime.
Thank you. So,
Pedro Schilling, like their careers, yes.
Pedro in 04, sneaky, not that great.
Yeah, not like what he was.
Not vintage Pedro.
Yeah, right.
So, like, Schilling was unbelievable.
No, you could get the two best pitchers in baseball, besides Paul Skeens, back-to-back.
No.
Insane.
Crochet Skubal greater than Pedro Schilling in 04. Not their careers.
Yeah.
But in 04?
Oh, yeah, these guys are still
greater combo.
In their 20s.
Like, I don't, that's not even a hot take.
Okay.
Maybe you could throw this gentleman into the deal, Keefe, along with Jaron Duran.
Please do.
They could both be wearing Old English D's.
Yeah, fine by me.
As much as they want. Slap an Old English D on both these guys.
Wearing the Old English D.
Tristan Casas on Instagram
yeah,
last
Tristan
night.
Casas on his. Okay. What do you got?
Honestly, what does this mean? I don't know what we got.
I don't know.
If we're going to have any chance at something.
So, wait, by the way, it's a picture of him. Just take the picture. It's a picture of him.
It looks like he just hit a moonshot.
Foul. But no, it looks like it's a picture of him in a major league game, right? He's at Fenway Park.
He's at Fenway looking at something. He looked like he went opposite field or deep center field. The catcher and the umpire are both staring off into the distance. Like, look at this majestic moonshot.
And then this is the caption that he wrote.
Okay. Tristan Casas. If we're going to have any chance at something, decent, it's stuff like this that needs to be addressed. I'm going to try to be as transparent as possible, ... within reason, space, period. No delusion, space, comma, space, just normalizing the tough conversation.
Man, the new Taylor Swift album is weak.
Well, I was going to say, is that a song lyric? Or is that
could be.
Is that a movie quote?
I don't, no movie that I can think of. Excuse me. I don't swallowed a bug. I don't know what that is. I don't need this guy on the team. I'll be I don't think it's working out here. I think he's a change of scenery guy if there ever was one.
If we're going to have any chance at something decent, it's stuff like this that needs to be addressed.
Who's he talking to?
Space, comma, space. I'm going to try to be as transparent as possible.
This seems like a response to somebody.
Within reason. Space, period.
Has anybody even mentioned this guy's name in months?
No.
The only thing I always thought was funny, he was in that commercial that aired during all the games, and you're like, maybe find somebody who's not out for the season.
On NESN?
All the time. Like, all right, maybe find
him in Devers.
He endeavors, and then there's one like Tanner Houck.
Poor Tanner Houck.
All right.
Poor Tanner Houck driving around Jemai Webster.
I know.
Like the car parallel parking itself. It's like, guys, find somebody else. Actually,
were they doing coffee in cars or whatever with comedians? Is that what they were doing?
No, actually, we should have the opposite approach. You maybe even brought this up. Whatever you do, don't put Roman Anthony in one of those.
Do not.
Yeah.
Those guys are dropping like flies.
None of your marketing material, please.
Yeah, but I don't know. The thing is, you're selling so low on Casas that, like, he's just like a throw-in.
Well, not if you're throwing him into a Skubal deal. I wouldn't consider that selling low.
Well, yeah, but so my point would be, like, say they come in, they're like, hey, we want Peyton Tolley, Connolly Early, Jaron Duran, the password, Christian Campbell, and
Casas.
Yeah. At that point, you're like, God, it's not even like added value.
Okay,
like,
but Skubal's a 1-year rental. You know, so
so maybe all the guys I named wouldn't be the deal, but it's pretty significant.
Okay, does Duran, Tolley, Casas get it done? Probably not.
Duran, Tolley, Casas? No.
Duran, Tolley, Campbell, Casas.
Maybe. I mean, I think if they view Campbell the way like the league kind of views him as like one of the top prospects in baseball, I think maybe. And maybe you give them the choice between Tolley and Early. Maybe they like one
Maybe
more
you
than
give
the
them
other.
the choice between Campbell and the password.
Yeah. I think it would be a pretty overwhelming deal. So he's 28 now. He'll be 29 for this season, though. So he's not like the youngest dude in the world. And you're talking about having to extend him into his 30s. But he's on the short list. He's one of the 3 best pitchers in baseball. Normally, if I'm giving up like a crazy trade package, it would be for an everyday player. He's one of the 3 that I would do it for. We talked about this before. Remember we were doing like the Ohtani, Roman Anthony. Like normally I'm so scared of the pitchers that are just going to get Tommy John like tomorrow. But these 3 guys are just like hosses, and they just get the ball and go. They throw a ton of innings, and it would be like unfair if you had them back to back.
You didn't say you'd trade Anthony for Skubal, but if you were starting a team, you would have taken Skubal before Anthony, right?
I think so. Right now,
I think that was the discussion we had before.
Yeah.
And again, you're trading one for another. You're talking about contracts and cost control.
So
and
I wouldn't
else
do. I wouldn't do the trade, but I think like in an
if you could just
expansion
start
draft,
a team,
I think you probably would. Yeah.
Okay. So you can jump in on this, 617-779-7937. Does anybody have any idea what Tristan Casas is talking about?
No.
And furthermore,
we need an interpreter. Do we have a Casas interpreter out there, maybe?
Well, yeah, we do.
Who is it?
Bradfo.
Bradfo.
What do you mean, do we have a Casas
Yes, we
interpreter?
do.
We have, like, the Casas interpreter.
Good
What do you
point.
mean? Yeah.
Get Bradfo on the horn.
He was ready to have Casas come in and produce the old afternoon show.
Yeah, that
was lined up. No,
what
it
happened?
Didn't. No. We were promised it. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, do we have a Casas interpreter? Yeah, it's Bradfo. So you can discuss that. Also, Jaron Duran, Red Sox may be in on Tarik Skubal, according to Buster Olney. 617-779-7937. Maybe all those things fit together. By the way, Jim Bowden, your guy, Keefe.
Yeah, Ralph.
Good stuff from him.
He always does.
He has a follow-up
Who
on
did he steal this from?
Alex Bregman opting out.
Okay.
Whereas we also got the news yesterday, not surprising, but good news, that Trevor Story is opting in.
Yeah.
He said the following: the Red Sox love their time with Alex Bregman. I think that's just interesting wording, by the way.
I think that's crazy wording.
The Red Sox loved their time with Alex Bregman.
Okay. Their time's over?
Well, there's that. There's also, did Bregman love his time?
The
Red Sox loved their time with Bregman. Did Bregman love his time?
I feel like Bregman did.
It seemed that way. That's
From
not
the
what
outside,
that's not what it says. Maybe that just gives you his perspective on it, and that is past tense. Loved.
Ralph has a way with words.
And appreciated all he did on and off the field. Again, appreciated, past tense. That said, I'm not sure they'll be willing to commit to Bregman on a long-term contract at his market price. We mentioned this late in the show yesterday. He is being, the ballpark estimate, 6 years, 170, 6 years, 180.
Yeah. Would you give him either of those?
I mean, you're telling me I either have him or I don't? Yes, I would give it to him, but
I don't think he's going to get that.
I also don't think he's going to get that, but we'll see. I mean, if that's the market, let's say it's the market. Would you give him 6-180? I would hold my nose and give it to him, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't clip that. But yeah.
Oh, man.
Tell Mark that too.
Oh, good Lord.
The guy at Maine who has something to say about that.
Yeah, I think he might. Good gravy.
Anyways, I would.
But, yeah, I think you have to.
I would not be thrilled.
Yeah.
But I would give him that contract. Yes.
But you know what this turns into, which is going to be really lame, I feel like, is the Red Sox will probably make a move, right? And it's probably, unfortunately, not going to be Tarik Skubal. I'm praying that it is, and that'd be amazing if it is. But let's say it's like a Joe Ryan type, and then they re-sign Bregman. So maybe it's that deal, maybe it's a little bit less. And then their big press conference is, guys, we got a pitcher and Alex Bregman. I'm like, you had Bregman.
Right.
Like, I don't like, and I get it. It's like a new contract, and like he is technically going to be a free agent. And you did bring him back, but like I want to add to the lineup and to the rotation, and I'm not even counting Bregman.
I would hold my nose and give it to him. Yeah. I saw Nick's face. I knew exactly what he was doing.
He's like, all right, I'm done. Yeah, he's like, that's it for me today. I've done enough talking.
That was about Bregman, of course.
Obviously, that was about Bregman.
Yeah. But I mean, look, Keith, if it keeps him in Boston,
it's true.
Whatever.
For the team.
Yeah.
For the Sox.
I mean, you're willing to do whatever it takes for Gavin McKenna.
I am.
I am very proud and pleased.
Yeah, you'd have to be plowed and pleased if that's the case. So your gut reaction right now, or your prediction right now, is Bregman back on the Red Sox?
No.
Yeah, that is, the way that was worded, although it is Jim Bowden, so like whatever.
He'll delete and turn into a Twitter egg at any moment.
You never know. But so, because all along I was like, he'll be back, whether he opts out or not. I wasn't even 100% convinced he was going to opt out. And then you're like, all right, fine. Maybe he feels like the money's out there. It's a really weak third base free agent class. I get it. But let's not overstate the season he had. He had a good year. He also missed 50 games with an injury that he aggravated that he had a few years ago.
I promise you I won't do this.
Yeah.
I
do want him.
No, if he signs for 6/180 with another team, I'm not going to call that team stupid and be like, look at this moron team giving him all this. I won't do that.
No.
Like, I'll say he had the market right. Him and Boris got it right. I was wrong. He was right to opt out. He got that contract. Good for him and good for the team that got him. Okay? But I don't think he's going to get that on the market. And I guess we'll let the market bear it out and prove it. He didn't get that last year. And he was hurt again this year, and by the end of the year was pretty much a coach. He wasn't even a player anymore. Yeah. He was just a coach fixing everybody else's swing and couldn't fix his own. So I don't think he's going to get that, but if he does, good for him. And if he gets it from another team, then I'll give them credit for it.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, all right, I want him back, but if you end up paying him a lot of money, and I obviously want John Henry to spend a ton of money, like treat it like the Dodgers. That's what I want. I know it's not going to happen, but if you get him and then that really stands in the way of other moves, like Pete Alonso and a pitcher versus Bregman and a pitcher, or let's even say it's like Pete Alonso and like a better pitcher versus like a lesser pitcher with Bregman. Like you start to get into these different kind of matchups.
If that ends up happening, maybe I'll like the net result.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, no.
But you should have both.
I want Bregman back, and I am the most afraid that I've been that he won't be back next year. I've been pretty confident throughout most of it.
Yeah, no, that was worded in a way he was like he liked his time here, but like that's over. And now like all these teams want him for 6 years, and the Red Sox might not go there.
One more time. The wording was the Red Sox loved their time with Alex Bregman and appreciated all he did on and off the field. That said, I'm not sure he's willing to meet their price, or they're willing to meet his price. I would hold my nose and give it to him. Yeah, I would.
You gonna hold your nose?
I mean, look, Breslow, I'm your guy. If you need to, push the deal over the finish line, just dial me up.
Like that guy. You see the Firefest documentary?
Yeah, the original one.
Yeah,
yes.
There was the guy that was like the meme. Remember the meme of that guy? He'd get anything done. That guy was the man. We'll have to Photoshop your face on that guy.
Bill Belichick, by the way, this is breaking news.
Oh, got the job done, Kevin. In every which way.
Bill Belichick may need someone like that to push his Hall of Fame candidacy over the line, but he is now one of the 9 semifinalists in the coaching category.
Congratulations,
Remember we talked about this last week? We're like, it's 12, and then they're cutting it down to 9. It feels like a few too many steps here.
Why do you even have to cut those 3 guys out? Drag them to the finish. Why do you have to cut them out now?
Bill advanced from the group of 12 down to 9. It is Belichick, Coughlin, Holmgren, Chuck Knox, Buddy Parker, of course.
Yeah, Buddy Parker's got a good shot at it.
Dan Reeves, Marty Schottenheimer, George Seifert, and Mike Shanahan.
There's a little photo of all these guys.
Buddy Parker.
Black and white. Black and white photo. And wearing a suit. So he probably should get in. Long overdue on Buddy Parker.
I don't know why he hasn't gotten in yet.
What the hell happened to him?
617-779-7937. There's a little NFL talk for you. A reminder, football talk on WEEI, presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local games live all season long, kicking off with a juicy Week 10 matchup between the Patriots and the Buccaneers. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. We'll get you the hashtag Dork Minute at 11:45. Terp standing by with Pure Hoops at high noon. And on the way next, some Would You Rathers on a Would You Rather Wednesday right after Trending with Billy Lanny.